What's up, YouTube? Harrison Grant here. Another episode of Access Granted. And today we're going to talk about what it was like growing up in the technology age. As some of you may know, I may look a little bit young to say that I grew up in the technology, or before the technology age. And how could I even remember what it was like to be one of those people? And I have to go ahead and argue with you on that point. And first let you know that when I was a kid, my brain was still pretty much a sponge. So from 7th grade before, I didn't have a phone. So I remember before phones. Miyachi was here too. Miyachi was also remembers before the technology age. So that's both of us here. We both remember what it's like before. And there's definitely some important aspects of life before technology. And I would say most of the differences was when your friends wanted to come hang out, they'd bang on your window instead of texting you. Instead of you being able to just look at the phone and be like, hey, no. They'd come back 5 minutes later and they would bang on your window again, telling you, come on, get up, let's go outside. And you'd be like, they're right there. Instead of on your phone, you'd be like, no. They'd be like, I see you laying in bed, turn on the lights, get up. Come on, let's go. And you'd be like, It's kind of hard to resist then. Now you're more apt to be like, well, no, I gotta hang out with family. And they'll knock on your door. And your parents will let them in because, they knew you had friends. It wasn't like you could hide your friends in your phone and your text messages and your WhatsApp and locked private Instagrams, locked everything. Everything was like 100 layers in. Your parents knew your friends. So they came in, they'd jump on your bed, they'd wake you up. Instead of being like, no, I'm sick, they'd see you, they'd get up, they'd turn on your lights, they'd jump on your bed. And it was definitely more of a loving relationship because your friends actually cared about you enough to come get you, to raise you up from chaos and bring you out to the real world so you could go experience. Nowadays, nobody texts you, nobody calls you, everybody's just in your DMs saying, what's up, how are you doing? And that's pretty much it. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really hang out with anybody. I hang out with people who don't even know what cell phones are, pretty much. Before, people used to sit inside. I used to play World of Warcraft, so that was my escape from outside. That was like my first escape as it began from the outside. It's like technology got to that point where you'd be like, okay, I can now escape going outside in the real world and just live inside. Instead of when I was a kid, I was like, okay, I don't want to do homework. I'm going outside. Peace. Going out. I think those were the best memories of my life, being outside. I mean, we weren't even doing anything. Pretty much doing nothing. Running around. I mean, I was a kid, so it's not like I got to experience talking to, it's not like I got to experience like going to bars and what that was like. That must have been weird. If I was my age and I was going to bars, I was like, okay, here's my house phone number. And then my mom picked up, being as old as I am. That'd be pretty weird. This girl's on the phone. She wants to speak to you. Mom, are you serious? Hang up the phone. She sounds cute. Mom, she can hear you. Hang up the phone. Weird times. One of the other things that were really a staple of living before the technology age, when your teacher told you something, you had to believe them, or you'd have to spend the next 45 minutes skimming the glossary of the textbook and then looking for the term you were looking for and then going to that chapter. Years later, I would find out that textbooks had errors too, but then when all you had was a textbook, there was really no way to find out the truth instead of going, I guess, to the library, going and finding a primary source and doing it that way. which probably would have been pretty interesting to go that route. What do you think, Miyachi? What do you think? Primary sources? Yeah, it's way too much work. Way too much work. Nowadays, I feel like my phone, it's in my left pocket. I know that because I can feel it. I know that because it's an extension of me. It's inside of this black hole that goes into the internet and connects me with all the people that could really give a if I deleted it and fell off the face of the earth. They're just looking for a way for them to detach, me to detach, everyone to just detach together. Back when I was a kid, it was video games. That was it. Still whooping people in Mario Kart, N64, Super Nintendo, you know, #1. I still do that now, so I mean, really no difference there. Video games were really the only escape beyond imaginary friends. But seriously, the attachment to your phone is real. And before that, I spent a lot more time laying in bed and thinking about who I am and who I want to become. I spent a lot more time looking inside myself. Now I have to listen to an audiobook about looking inside myself, which is pretty sad. Definitely don't recommend it. Definitely now feel like we're trying to grapple with technology as who we are, but it's not who we are. It's just something that we allow to be a part of who we are. Something I seen, people were a lot more forward about leaving them alone. These days, with technology, if you want to avoid a situation, if you want to avoid it, Charlie, you ever been with a girl before? Oh, I got a text message. Sorry, I don't talk about that. No, sorry. No, sorry. I don't think this is it bright enough. Can you see the blue on my face? Is it radiating off? Oh my god, my phone's about to die. I probably better charge it. Get that away from me. People use it really to completely avoid all situations, anything that resembles being uncomfortable. Even at jobs, you'll see managers walking around just like scrolling on their phone. It's like, what are you doing? Aren't you working? Gotta completely get out of the situation, completely detach from reality into this fictional world. So sad. Even in elementary school, this girl that I like, I think the first girl I've ever liked, I told her I liked her. She told me I was weird. Soul crushing. Soul crushing. Wow. I still remember it so vivid too. She told me I was weird. It hit home. It really hit home. I just had to feel it in front of the whole class. So I did in front of the whole class. These days you'd be like just 4 girls together. Maybe let's say at the beach, since it's spring break right now. You'll be at the beach, you see 4 girls, you'll be like, oh, that's too many. But back then, I was in elementary school, I did it in front of the whole class. We were going to recess. I was like, girl, you so beautiful. That was it. She crushed my whole dreams. I had to sit in that. And what did I do? Well, recess, I went outside. Giant cylinder, I guess like the inside of a paper towel roll, and I curl up in it. Oh, look at that girl. She probably likes me. Hey, what's up? I'm Harrison. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm weird too? Oh. Well, someone will like me. So you realize that, you know, you feel it, you feel the emotion, you get rejected, and you move on. Nowadays, people don't even move on. They perpetuate it, and they continue to feel it, and it becomes who they are. And then they end up bringing it to, you know, the first girl that does like them, and then they wonder why the relationship wasn't healthy. Bringing in the jobs, oh my god. And I deal with it too. I want to photographer, be an artist, model. It's like, just look at what other people do and I'm like, wow. I mean, I should think that's amazing. Those were the days. You were more forward then. You basically had to get into the situation and heartbroken. You know what? So some of the things that I learned about, I guess, living in the technology age now, you cannot face yourself. So really, a lot of the times you're just prolonging the inevitable. You're suppressing how you feel inside. You're escaping. You're doing everything. You're prolonging it. You're escaping from how you feel. You're suppressing it. You're just complaining about it and suppressing it until it comes up again. And you use your phone as basically a vehicle to continue to ignore what's going on around you and real life situations. Spend a lot more time spend a lot more time just looking at your phone than you would actually just dealing with the situations that you might think are uncomfortable because you didn't think you could do it. It's not good. Definitely think about when you have your phone, what it's really doing for you. It's really helping you move forward at all. If you feel content with it. And in the beginning, it was just MySpace. It's like escaping to MySpace. I was like escaping into MySpace, World of Warcraft, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. And that's it. Now I did, before I deleted all of them, I had Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Did someone die? And you're just like on all three. You're like, I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something. It doesn't exist. And probably all that time that I spent basically sucked into those. I could have just been dealing with my problems. And at this point, I would have different problems. And I probably wouldn't be here. It's a lot of time to spend on it. So I don't know how I feel about the technology age. I definitely think the people that, like Apple and Google and YouTube and really everybody that's allowing you to see how long you actually spend on the platforms are really important, because you want to get away so bad that you're really just letting go of everything. It's not right. We learned something from this video. Maybe you're gonna look for growth in your life and you want to find out what it was like before. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you don't like cats, go ahead and give it a thumbs down and unsubscribe. Go ahead and subscribe if you found what I said interesting or want to see more videos. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Another good video. Oh yeah. The only person stopping yourself is yourself.